Welcome back to Pops and Partners. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as we're playing as Mulhouse here, going for the Everything is Coming Up Mulhouse achievement. We have to become Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire and fully decentralize it. We are currently building a spy network on Rothenburg, which I should probably quickly realize and then leave. It is a free city, so it's unlikely to be very useful, but hey, we'll see. We're also at war with Provence because we saw an opportunity. Because the ally France was not willing to join. So not only could we break up the alliance to the French this way, but also we are going to be able to snag up some land. Now, I've looked around a bit, and unfortunately that won't be too much land, because Provence is in the Holy Roman Empire, and while people don't hate me now, mostly, that'll change. Oh, that'll change. You just take Metz here. That's already putting 4 people into a coalition, which is a number you usually don't want. But I'm not afraid of those 4 people. And we might even have a truce. Here we have a truce to Berg. Not very long, admittedly. Who else on that list? Hesse, Palatinate, and Mainz. Ooh. Mainz also has a truce until 36, so nothing really. Either way, it's not a lot. I'm not afraid of these 4 people coalitioning me. But if I were to also take Lorraine, things would look a lot different. That's not a coalition we can wait out. Especially because much of this is from 0. So if you see minus 62 on that list, that means they getting minus 62, bringing them to minus 62, which means they're 0 right now. So no matter how long we wait, that won't change. Unless we find ways to reduce our expansion impact, and I don't think that there is a way. This 8 doesn't have that, I don't think. And I don't really see another way. So, we're probably just gonna take Metz. The one other option would be to, well, except taking Lorraine and not Metz, which we can discuss, would be to hope for these guys flipping Protestant. But since we removed that center of Reformation, that seems unlikely. We could peace out from Metz right now and be happy about it. And not have to take this battle against this much better general. On the other hand, there's a humiliate in this, and there are war reparations in this, both of which I really want. So yeah, I'm gonna take that battle, as not great as it is, and keep sieging stuff. We should be fine here, I think, even though this is garbage general. No, you're not any better, except you have land fire damage plus 10. How's your maneuver? Okay, we might need the 3 maneuver here, because there's a river crossing to Troyes. Yeah, okay. So we don't get the -1 modifier from the river crossing. I think I'm gonna go with this general. But yeah, it's definitely an argument to be made for the other one. Anything we can do here? We're running reinforced speed. Could buy an expensive discipline advisor. We have a lot of money. We have a lot of money, and if I remember correctly, we're doing a military idea group. No, we just finished that. But we have no mill power. I'm tempted. Yeah, sure, let's turn our money into monarch points, and also kinda into money, because now we should lose fewer troops, which means we lose less money for reinforcements, which means we make more money, effectively. Alright, what should my diplomats be doing? I have decent claims. Don't have one on Ulm anymore, but again, free city, so not that tempting. And you have made me a bunch of claims. Did I not ask you to make claims over there? I did. So claims are fine. Pope could love me more. Love me more, Mr. Pope. And then let's hope that our numbers help here. Now what we could do is not send in everybody at once. That's a trick to do here with the cavalry, but for one cavalry I don't really want to do it. Also, we already moved this far. If you make your cavalry arrive like a day after a exact frontline infantry, the deployment will be better. But if we make sure that we have infantry, let's say 15 plus the cav plus the cannon. And then I'm gonna send you in now. No, that's just one day. So we could probably even do the cav trick, but eh. The reason I'm doing this is that all units in combat lose morale every day, even if they're not engaged. And we'll see in a second that they cannot engage. Lock into this. Now I'll send reinforcements. Now, this will be hard to see, but you can see here that I have a wider front line than they do. I have a cav on this flank, and this is what we could have done with a cavalry trick. Since cavalry can flank further than infantry, we could have an infantry here, where the cavalry is, like this one here. Then have cavalry one further. The game doesn't get this right. But you can see already we have 3 infantry units that are not engaged in combat, so they're already losing morale every tick. In this way we have some fresh reinforcements coming in on a later day. Might have been able to wait even longer, but that seemed like a fine trade-off. Yeah, we see that it was a rough fight because they lost only 3.5 and we lost 4.2 thousand units. But we did get them. And they ran to Barra. Why are you running to Barra? What are you doing? Okay, you're going south. I assume where I can't catch you. But I can guard against you. There go those truces, we just talked about. And some religious civil disorder, which I don't care too much about. We have a UCB against Burke. Because we no longer have a truce, we can pick a government reform. No, this one I didn't hate. This one is good, but the sortition, ugh. Still not happy about that. This is such a garbage tier. It doesn't give you a free policy, it just gives you a possible policy. So you can have 4 instead of 3. I almost never run 3 policies. But I have to pick tier 3 before I can pick tier 7 before I can pick tier 8, so guess I'm slightly more likely to want an admin policy. I don't know what they would be. I could take hours here to find out, but it's almost certainly not even gonna matter. Oh, hello. You're immediately going again. If that's the case, I want you to, yeah, run away. Sure, Aachen, come on in. I just want these guys to be locked into this land, I think. Sure, we could start the siege of Avignon. But I don't want to risk doing that while... I'm gonna try to find another way out, aren't you? Maybe just sit in Vivray, so I can at least see what's going on. We can't pass that fort, which is why I'm not doing... Speaking of the fort... So much for keeping these guys locked in, I guess. Maybe I should go to Quercy here. Okay, there's the siege of Anjou. That helps a lot. France is the papal controller now, did it say? Yep. I mean, I can survive that. Well, where did you go? Oh, I have mercs here. Keep trying to merge my units, and I did realize that most of these are mercs. Attach to my army. Free to attach to this. Come along, Pont. Pawn is not coming along. Oh, wait. Huh. We haven't taken a lot of money. We already spent a bunch of money, so get that back is kind of nice. I wish I had vision here. Also, I wish this had worked. Attach. Okay, here they go, trying to go for my land. I would like to catch them off guard while they're doing that. Trier did it, but that's not the greatest. I guess we won, but not in a particularly convincing fashion. Now you can go there and kill these guys. I'll set you south and hope that Trier comes and joins us. You're going away to Bapatu. Poitou, I guess it is. So we'll fight you in Santon. Let's once again... They don't have a general right now. I'm going to send in the full stack. I could have saved a tiny bit on that morale again with the sending them in later. Better fight. Much better fight. Killed 5 and a bit at a cost of 2.5 and a bit. You're coming to help. This is a level 2 fort only, so if you join me, I'm fine. Just have to be kind of mindful of these other armies around here. Hello. Okay, we're gonna catch them. No, we're not gonna catch them there. I'm gonna let them lock into Bourbonnais, but I'm also gonna detach a bunch of dudes to support my siege. Because we don't need all of these guys to do this small battle. And I don't want these guys to recover and immediately turn around and kill my siege stack. Stack wipe. Good. About to cap on admin power. And we're super far ahead of technology. Already focused on mill. We are stabbed out of the wazoo. We're not super high on inflation. Okay. So I guess... Oh, I need to do this again. But first... I'll do some development. Not that development is cheap for me anymore. I don't have cheap provinces. Which I guess is a, a boon and a curse at the same time. Or something. Could develop me EUIV, which still has a character development going on because of course it does. I also need to put some dip down. Which is not that great in EUIV. But there's not really... I mean, these are good dip places in theory. They just have the tiny issue of me having given away that monopoly. Gonna do a bunch of admin clicks here. And then I might do my dip clicks elsewhere. Like in... I mean, really it should be Mainz, I guess. So get your edict back, Mainz. It's weird playing with these... oh, I should also consider upgrading Centers of Trade when I'm at peace. It's weird playing with these monopolies. Breaks some of my usual play patterns, or at least makes them harder to do. Okay, you're gonna join in there, that's as planned. You grab my leader, please. I'm a leader. You get that leader. And then once you log into Montpellier, which is farmlands... Oh, I can't go there, right? Oh, I can. Nice. Please log in. Thank you very much. And here comes the follow-up. Who cannot go that way. Sometimes zone of control confuses me. But we did get a stack wipe. Ooh, 3 companies are no longer available. Did it say no longer available or is now available? I mean, I can check, obviously. Just check the recruit mercenaries. No, there's no the independent army, which does not have a minus 70% cost reduction anymore. What a shame. What a shame. Oh no, there's free companies still, never mind. Just ordered differently. Okay. 95% war score. I don't think there's any reason to siege all this down. These guys should be willing to give me war reps, humiliate, and mets easily. And they guarantee Burgundy. Okay, that's one reason to consider taking Lorraine, because then we would border Burgundy. Lorraine's the smaller province, and it does not have a center of trade in it. Now, admittedly, the center of trade is in a trade node that we don't give a hoot about. Interesting. Taking Metz means taking a fort away. Glass and iron. I mean, this is going to be coal eventually, but that's forever. I think glass is going to become more expensive in the future, right? I feel like the price of glass has a change event. Maybe it gets cheaper. Forget. Bordering Burgundy would have the ability, will give me the ability to attack them eventually. And did we make them join the Empire? I think we did, right? Or the Emperor did? Yes. So it's not like that's free expansion or anything. But it is potential expansion against another target. As would be Luxembourg, who's only allied to small people. But Luxembourg we can already access through Trier, so we don't need that. I mean, I don't feel like we're lacking targets anyway. But still, I'm starting to convince myself that maybe Lorraine's the better province. Even though we leave them with a fort, which we don't have to siege again next time. Kinda sucky. Just France see all this. It's all strategic interest. Because we don't want to butt heads with France necessarily. If I were to take Lorraine, that's a lot less war score and apparently a lot less aggressive expansion. If I also took Barra, oh. So I could take 2 provinces. It's even more development than just Metz. And less of an aggressive expansion problem. Interesting. Let's take Verdun. But this is cloth. Now cloth is not great for us right now because we have a monopoly given away. But, yeah. I'm very tempted. Also, these are both proper Catholic provinces. Which might mean that you then flip Protestant. Which then might mean that we can punish you for your Protestantism. Also not generate as much aggressive expansion when we take you. Yeah. Yeah, I dig it. So we take Lorraine and Barrois. We are allied to the Emperor. Let's make sure that's still true. That's the Pope. Brandenburg. Bohemia is the Emperor, and we are allied to you. So we don't have to worry about them taking the land back. My land back, yes. And if I take Verdun, then things are going to be a bit iffy again. Now technically this could work, but I don't think this is worth it. But this seems fine. Then we even have some war score to give. Not enough for an end rivalry. Do I end your guarantee of Burgundy? No. No, I think that's... well, you're still big, right? I forget. The whole flipping thing is not going to work because all of that land down there is probably proper Catholic still, yeah. Except for Nantes. So the religion flip is not going to work, but we're going to steal a cardinal, which is also great. Yeah, I do think I like this. guess I do end your guarantee of Burgundy, because what else am I going to do? Return Avignon to the Pope? Just costs me dip. Probably makes the Pope happy, but would even require more war score. Revoke your core on Maine. You have a core on Maine? You know, I think that's fine. Yeah. Send Burgundy. And we could take a few clicks of money. It's actually a pretty decent relation between inflation and money here. Here there was a bug with money. But it's supposed to be fixed in the current patch. Taking money in war score, that is. So let's see. 665. Coalition double check is fine. Seed, war reps, humiliation, Burgundy. Good. 665. Okay, we did get the money. Get the power protection, get the land. Admin to core it. And we should no longer have to worry. We should not have to worry about the Emperor asking for it back. Unless they somehow decide to get a new Emperor right now. Let's just counter-rival me for doing that. I mean, okay. Acceptable. East Frisia, sure, come in. And Bremen, sure, come in. Brittany immediately is like, wait. Provence has no army? And no friends? I'm gonna get in on that. Yeah, those workshops. Still iffy. Because of those monopolies. Could build the cloth manufacturer in Mulhausen. That's already half a workshop, right? Yeah. It's a lot of income that then would kinda go with those monopolies. Can I see that? Date somewhere? Burgers. Monopoly on textiles. So that's another 5 years. So yeah, it'll be a while before we can reap the rewards from that factory. Manufacturing. What else am I going to do with my money, right? Yeah, not building barracks, that's for sure. Sure. Mulhouse. Get a manufactory. You should start having somewhat of a decent chunk of our trade node. Yeah, 31% is pretty nice. Oh, upgrading sense of trade would have been an option. But that's really expensive, level 3. And we don't have any level 1 ones. It's probably fine not to do it yet. I think it's 1,000 to do it. Not merge. Do I keep the Gascons still around? Maybe. Because I have the money and like having the general around. Sit on these non-existent rebels? Never mind. Oh man. Those ideas. Pretty great. Because I'm drilling then. Keep generating that manpower. Alright. My diplomats should be doing things. How about you talk to outraged people? One of you at least. And I guess I start making claims in Burgundy, right? My new neighbor. Not that we're living in great aggressive expansion territory right now. Everybody's peeved again. But you know. Just the way of life. Oh, Hessen's dying. Who are you dying to, Hessen? Oh, the Emperor. What's this war again? I think I saw this. Lunenburg-Brandenburgian punitive war. How's that punishing going for you, Lunenburg? Oh my. Not the biggest punch I've ever seen. Not at all. I'm building a spy network and improving with Burgundy at the same time. Come on, this was supposed to be better now. It's fine, it'll be fine. Now, at what point do we want to eat Trier? Do we ever want to eat Trier? I mean, they're an elector. We could use them. Might want to keep them alive. I really need a war with the Austrians at some point so we can finally do our Schwabian missions. Because they are Schwaben mostly now. Wait, are he my rival? No. Well, my rival is Berg, Provence, and Austria. And I'm embargoing Berg, Provence, and Austria. Seems good. Seems good. Core construction. Oh, I need to talk to my estates and tell them that really they owe me some land. I think it's good to keep going up here while we can. Yeah, we get even more of a bonus. We get yearly absolutism? Do we actually get yearly absolutism? Because it's not enabled yet. I don't think. Yes, I assume that's not going to work just yet. Redo the monopoly on wine. I think that's still a yes. Still quite a while away from the age of absolutism, so yeah. How are we doing on that? Mercantilism anyway, 44%, not bad. Almost doubling our provincial trade power now. I assume that's one of the reasons we have such a decent chunk of the Rhineland trade node, even though we don't have a giant chunk of the land. Bologna just became a free city. I mean, yeah, we did start this game in the mode where the Empire mechanics were a bit off. Or on the patch where they were a bit off. And you can see that. You can very much see that. I can also see a bit of a bright spot over there. Fortunately, nothing I can do about that. That window does not have any shutters or anything on it. And there's just the sun shining on my green screen, off from behind. I guess that'll be fine for you, right? Now, what should we be doing? I feel like I should be doing things. That's the thing with these Empire playthroughs. You always sit there and you're like, but aggressive expansion, I gotta wait. And there are even fewer things now that are not in the Empire, so this is gonna continue for a while. Again, Reformation might help a bit. Speaking of Reformation, has the thing started yet? No, right? I assume it would be somewhere here. The war, whatever it's called. God, Imperial Authority is not going well for the Emperor. Because of Subject Emperor, Trier. Bunch of heretic, that's 19 heretic princes, wow. Oh. This has changed a bit. Any heretics we can punish right away? Ansbach is a heretic. And my ally. We might have to drop Landshut at some point as an ally. And first of all, I want their land, second of all, they're filthy heretics. So, what are you gonna do? Everybody wants to ally me, but nobody that's particularly relevant. Mazovia. Poor Poland. So sad. Yeah, no. Friends are not a thing. But we have friends, right? We're allied to Denmark? And Bohemia and Landshut. Yeah, dropping Landshut eventually. But right now we'll probably just feed it to Austria then, and that is not something I want to do. It's allied to Austria. That's gonna break my alliance at some point anyway, I guess. I decide to punch those Austrians. Dip going high again. And I don't have any war exhaustion to buy down really. We do now have an iron province we could develop in. It's going to claim to be awful, because it has extremely high autonomy right now. And we just can't turn on the state edict for a while more. Can't even develop here, because it's not court. Okay. So I'm going to have to spend a bit of dip somewhere else, but I I think I put the main chunk into iron here. Seems tempting. Man, this is expensive. Zweibrücken is technically the cheapest, but still has 43% autonomy, so it's gonna be quite rough. Might want to do it on the... But wine is not very good at the moment, price-wise. Mines is now super expensive, so we're not doing mines. Let me disable that edict. We don't want to start eating Trier, so that's not a thing. Also don't want to develop a Trier. Wait, why can I? Oh, this adds Herzogenbar, okay, and Nanzig. Neither of which I can develop in. We knew that. It's probably just Zweibrücken. We just renewed cloth though. Ah, that's unfortunate. Did the... Oh, the manufactories also didn't finish. It'll be fine. I think I do Zweibrücken just because it's the cheapest development. Not by much, but a tiny bit. I'm gonna spend very little and hope to do the rest over here in Nanzig. How's that punitive war's over? I assume it didn't go well. Count's feud. New monarch in Denmark. And a bunch of rebels. Free innovativeness. What for? Do you have a natural philosopher person? No. I'm gonna take it. Just don't know what it's from. But I'll take it. Well, and as quickly as that, we're getting to the end of another episode again. We didn't do much. I mean, we did end a nice war with a nice peace deal, but it wasn't the most difficult war to fight anymore or anything. Mainz declared reconquest on Thuringia. I mean, they're not in the best of spots right now. Another war they're dying to. Yeah. But nevertheless, we're at the end of time here. Do I want to quickly make this claim? The question is on what? I could claim Dijonais, which is obviously the most juicy target here. But once again, I don't care about sense of trade over in Burgundy. And aggressive expansion might stop me from taking this place anyway. It is the most juicy place though. Let's claim it. And then put a cut in here. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And if you have anything to say, there's always that comment section right there for you to use. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.